in a program built on the backs of legends like Tony Dorsett, Hugh Green, Mark May, and Mike Ditka give it the toughness that is epitomized by anyone who plays in the Steel City. Today, a couple of teams getting set to square off in an ACC battle. As we'll see, the Louisville Cardinals taking on the Pittsburgh Panthers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. And the Cardinals will get us underway with the opening kickoff. It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. So Pittsburgh's offense will take the first swing of the game. And this wide receiver, he's the linchpin to the offense. They want to make sure they find a multitude of ways to get him the football.
And it's a risk-reward scenario on defense when you're trying to cover this guy, Reese, because you play a man coverage, you risk him running by you and catching deep balls. You play too much zone, and then he can hurt you after the catch. A lot of different ways that this guy is very dangerous.
And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it.
How many ways can I get it to my running back who's a baller in space? This is a really good job. Just toss it to him, right? I want to throw it to him. Yeah, I want to run up the middle, but I want to get it to him as many ways as I can. Toss it to him, get him on the edge, do a good job sealing the edge. He'll do the rest. Just give him the ball in space, good things will happen.
Love the location of the throw on that slant pass. Put it out in front of the receiver, put it on his face mask so he can catch it and try to advance.
Pulls and throws off the RPO. Make the stop at the 40, but it's a 10-yard gain and a fresh set of downs. Pitt coming to the line after getting another first down. They'll put the tight end in motion. Looking for a crease. It's Goff. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. It's amazing how a play by a defensive end in the backfield can really swing the momentum not only of a series but of a game sometimes.
All you're trying to do is create negative plays, to get them behind the sticks a little bit, to get those sacks, to get those tackles for losses. You see so much stunting in college football up front with the defensive line because you know once you get one of those plays, you got the offense right where you want.
They're down to the 25 on 1st and 10. The give. They make the stop, and this running game moves the chains as they get the first down.
I'm amazed by this offense. This is how you set the tone for a game. Running, throwing on the opening drive, driving it right down the field. You just run to set yourself up now in 1st and goal. They are feeling it.
They've hit him with back-to-back chunk plays. Now it's 1st and goal. Wide receiver shows motion. Looking to throw. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Panthers.
And that's why this offense is so hard to stop, guys. This quarterback can hurt you throwing it and running it. With his speed, he can make people look silly. And you saw it right there on the opening drive of the game. What a beautiful touchdown.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the PAT makes it 7-0. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive, and it was capped off with the 8-yard run. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So Louisville's offense will try to get something started with their first possession. And a big key as this game unfolds is just how aggressive will he be throwing the football in a lockdown corner like that.
Yeah, and when you're an elite quarterback, you think you can do whatever you want to do, and you think you can make the right decisions. I'm interested to see how much he'll test that cornerback on the other side.
You know, there's a saying, there's no defense for a perfect pass, but he's got to be extra careful and sharp when he's throwing that guy's way.
Using the quick game. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4. The Cardinals want to move quickly. He'll do it himself. Brought down at the 39 after a pickup of 10. It'll be a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
Well, this is one of the fastest quarterbacks in college football, and that's why the option's a good idea, because if he can get out in space and he has a chance to get downfield, he is really difficult to tackle, and he's very difficult to catch, as you saw in that last play, getting a 1st down.
The play-action fake. Trying to get to him. And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes.
Quarterback sacks is a trend that this offense would like to put an end to pretty quick. Somehow they were able to win their last game out, even though they gave up 4 sacks in that one. That was a huge point of emphasis for this coaching staff, and here early in this one, 1st quarter.
And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. And the Cardinals will punt it away on 4th down. Wants to bring it back. They'll get him down at the 21-yard line. The coverage team able to stop him right there. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. On that last drive, defense had no idea what was happening, run or pass, and it wound up in the end zone, Jesse.
Yeah, you saw the experience in this offense that last drive, too, on that touchdown. Everybody on the same page. These guys have repped these plays over and over in practice and in games, and it's working.
Yeah, so I got to find a way to disrupt it. I got to find a way to maybe be more aggressive, maybe blitz, mess up this rhythm they got going.
Little touch pass to the receiver. Finally stopped at the 46 after a 15-yard gain.
Yeah, way to be creative, way to get the ball in the perimeter really quickly, get some speed outside. All you got to do is secure that edge, and you're just trying to get that 1st down. Nice job, nice play call by the offense.
He's right on target. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a 1st down.
Well, you're seeing the balance this offense has, how they can create explosive plays in a variety of ways. We just saw one come in the run game, and now you see one coming in the passing game. I'll tell you, they've got this defense on their heels.
Trying to find his man on 1st down. Using his legs to buy some time. Pulls it in, it's gone. And they'll make the stop, and we are headed to the end of the 1st period. Guys, that's the end of the quarter, and Pittsburgh has the lead. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the 2nd period. Extra blockers on the field. Offense goes full house. Trying play action. They're bringing heat. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. The aerial assault continues. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down.
3rd and short in college football today, you see so much more pass than you used to. The offense stays aggressive, and I think they stay aggressive because they know they're in field goal range. They got that 3 in their back pocket.
He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. And they get to him and sack the quarterback, and they'll stop the drive on downs.
I know that was tough, but as a quarterback, you got to know on 4th down, you cannot take a sack. Any way, shape, or form, you've got to be able to get rid of that football and give it an opportunity. That time, I know it wasn't blocked perfect, but the
Afterburner's coming. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the 1st down. The Cardinals want to pick up the tempo.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered to pick up the first. They'll run play action. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Gets away from one, finds some space. And he'll avoid the tackle on the slide.
Well, just a really nice job there on that 3rd down, trying to get after this quarterback. And obviously they're not able to make the play in the backfield, but really nice job pursuing. You see the athleticism and the speed they have, how they play as a unit together. Only giving up a little bit of a gain and now setting up 4th down.
Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On 1st down, finding positive.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
Out of the gun, the running back has it. Just steamrolling the defense. And he'll pick up the 1st down after a tough run there.
This is an offense that really sees their identity as being able to run the football. Nice job there picking up the 1st down.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Red pass, it's complete. At the 40, there he goes. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a 1st down.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
Feeling some heat. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
And that is a huge play for the defense. Offense has it in your red zone. You're trying to knock them out of field goal range. The only way you do that is by creating negative plays, and they get the sack.
On 2nd down, he's looking downfield. And they swarm him under.
I just love this guy's instincts, right? When things aren't open right away, he never panics. He just understands the situation where he is on the field, and he's so confident in his own natural ability that he has the ability to run, go get the 1st down, keep this drive rolling.
Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Linebackers have such an amazing responsibility. Got to play run, got to play pass. How about this? Seeing the run aggressively, getting downhill, and getting in the backfield and making a tackle for a loss.
And they'll have to settle for a field goal try. Never a doubt. And that lead grows even bigger. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Dynamite matchup today, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Army is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. This program has picked itself up off the canvas before, and it's capable of it again today. They're trailing by 11 to Coastal Carolina. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this college football matchup.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. He's going to pass on 2nd down. Fires to the right. The receiver was doubled, and they picked it off. That kind of play can really get you going, not only on defense, but the great field position for the O at the 37. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. And to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse, they'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here, Dave.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first and get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
Coming after it. And it's intercepted. A turnover for the defense. Looking for more room. He's at the 20. And it's going to be a pick 6. Touchdown, Cardinals. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught, don't get caught. And he didn't. The pick 6.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too. Now, look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job of making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back, brother.
And that kick was perfectly down the middle. They'll kick it off and send that defense right back out there to try to score again after the pick 6. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. This possession will be a test after squandering that long drive throwing a pick 6, Jesse.
You're right, Reese. Well, I think this is really dependent, too, on the leaders in this huddle right now to step up and help this offense get...
He's going to throw deep right side. And he makes the catch inside the 25. Touchdown, Pitt! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Big-time players make big plays in big games, man. It seems like each and every week when this guy has an opportunity in the end zone, he's coming up with the big one. That time, great job focusing and concentration. Defense not able to cover him. That's his now 10th receiving touchdown on the year.
Out of the end zone. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. Not a lot of time left here in the half. Let's see if they can cut into this lead.
And this drive isn't a must score, but, man, you look at the scoreboard. You're down 2 scores. Jesse, you got a good opportunity.
Lost one deep down the right side. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge game if he could have held on.
And the offense clearly saying, we want to take those deep shots. We want to be aggressive. And I think that's a good strategy because it makes the defense really honor what you're going to do. And just missed a little bit, but I wouldn't be surprised if this offense finds a way to come back to some of those deep ones.
A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. Let's see what they have in the bag on 3rd and short from their own 18. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. Catch in the middle, it's Wheeler. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And the Cardinals will snap it on 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Might be looking to run. The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they've built a lead.
Bought a little time, lets it go. Makes the catch. It's McClain. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Slings it downfield. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away. The Cardinals will punt this one away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. Now they're backed up here, Jesse. Wonder how aggressive they're willing to be.
I think it's going to come down to how much confidence they have in this quarterback and his decision-making, because you cannot throw an interception at this part of the field with this little time left.
And brings it down on the right side. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. He lobs one high down the left side. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left.
Well, even though that pass was incomplete, I wouldn't be shocked if this defense in the second half decides to play some deeper coverages. This offense has already shown they're willing to be aggressive, and they've got a lot of speed. Moving forward, this defense cannot afford to give up big plays in the passing game.
Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. 2nd and 10, he'll throw again. Stands in and takes the hit. Incomplete. They took a shot to wrap up the half and came up empty. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, you've been calling a first-rate game so far today in Pittsburgh. And it's been a clinic in fundamental defensive football. Both teams have been relentless and ball hawking, refusing to give an inch. This is the kind of slugfest that real football fans love. Crushing tackles and dudes flying into gaps and passing lanes. A testament to the discipline both of these teams have shown.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line.
And with that, let's send it back to the guys on the north side of Pittsburgh.
Caught in the backfield. It's Hughes. At the 35, he's loose. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped.
How nice is it as a quarterback when you don't have to throw post routes to get great stats? No, I can just throw it quickly to one of the fastest players in the entire nation and let him burn this defense.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back.
Small gain, I know, but again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass, make him honor the run game. You got to do a lot of this.
Pulls and fires complete. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And the quarterback is toast back at the 35.
And this has been the story of the night. The offensive line getting beat up. And this is why this team is losing. You got to protect your quarterback. This defense has had a field day with their 5th sack of the game.
Off the play fake. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Reacted well to the tip, but just couldn't squeeze the football. Instead of the turnover, it'll be 3rd down. And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. Going over the top. He's got it. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Louisville! How about that quarterback taking the shot downfield and delivering to the wide-open receiver?
I love this quarterback, Reese, because he's aggressive. He wants to take shots. He's looking for every opportunity to show off that cannon and that arm talent. He showed it to all of us right there.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. Line gets set, first down. From the gun, running back gets to give. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? Got stuffed on first down, it's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Blasted as he lets it go. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. Fires to the wideout. He's got it. At midfield, he's got room. And he'll go out of bounds, and this aerial attack just continues to carve this defense into tiny slices.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Yeah, and you use these running backs so much in the passing game now, and you expect him to make those plays for you, to make those big explosive plays out of the backfield. Just got to make sure he concentrates and see that ball coming down.
And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play.
This running back just doesn't go down easily. It's just difficult for defenses to get him on the ground. Not overly huge, but if I'm an offensive coordinator, I'm going to continue to find ways to feature him and just, you know what, let his talent do the rest.
They'll try to bully their way for the first. He'll be stopped short, picks up one, but they're facing 4th and 1.
And these defensive tackles just eat people. They swallow human beings when you get near them. They're so big, so strong. Those guys, those running backs coming, they just need a mitt. They put one mitt on a running back, and he usually falls to the ground just because of their sheer mass and strength.
You know, I like the idea to go for it on 4th down, too, because at this distance, it's definitely not a gimme field goal, right? So your best chances of scoring points and paying this drive off are to go for it on that 4th down, and, of course, they go out and get it.
And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Well, this defense felt coming into the game that if he was going to try to throw from the pocket, they could get to him and affect his accuracy, and they did on that last play.
Off play action. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
Throws to the tight end. Another incompletion on 3rd down. And for the second time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. And this kicker might be feeling it. He made one earlier, now from 49 yards out. And that is no good. It's still a 3-point game after the miss. Louisville has it back in the offense, coming out ready to attack. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes, Jesse, and they need to do it again on this one.
Yeah, you're right. They had the defense on their heels. You wonder what sort of communication was going on that sideline. What sort of changes were they able to make, because they got to stop the bleeding right now.
You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41. Caught behind the line. It's Brown. He ended up going backwards on the play, and they will not convert that 3rd down. And the Cardinals send out the punt unit. Books it all the way in, and now turns his attention upfield. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. You want to talk about taking the wind out of your sails. Drive the ball down the field and miss the field goal, David.
You know what? Don't leave it.
He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. He's got it all right. The expressway is wide open. Touchdown, Pittsburgh! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. The deficit here is just 10 points, David, so a chance to answer here.
Plenty of time left in this football game. No need to panic. This offense just has to put a couple drives together. And listen, the defense will get this back and get some stops following and get you the football back.
Yeah, I think here too, David, you have an opportunity to keep the pressure on the opponent. Yeah, they just went down and scored, but you score here, and this game's still tight. You keep their feet to the fire, so an opportunity here to keep applying that pressure.
Tried to move that pile forward. He maybe gets two. He's down at the 21. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. Guys, that's the end of the quarter, and Pittsburgh has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. They'll lead the offense out there to try to get it past the marker and pick up the first. On fourth down, trying to find his man.
And you had to. I mean, the offense had to be aggressive. You're down multiple scores. You needed to make something happen right now. You had to be aggressive. I think you had to go for it on that fourth down. Now, obviously, the game's looking like it might get at it.
Touchdown! The quarterback sneak pays off as he gets it across the goal line. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3. And that extra point is a big one as they now have a 3-possession, 17-point lead in the fourth. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Louisville has it back in the offense, coming out ready to attack. That fourth down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on fourth down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. We decided to go for it, we didn't get it. The defense, Jesse, didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football, no doubt. But look, this offense has been in these situations before, so you got to come back out here, take the field. It's a fresh set of downs, brand new drive. Let's go out and execute, put some points on the board.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. He wants to throw. That's caught. It's Hughes. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there. The Cardinals want to crank the tempo.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
I bet that running back's eyes got so big when he gets that handoff going to the right and he sees the huge holes. Yes, please.
The defense just didn't flow quickly enough. All of the blockers had leverage on their men.
And that defensive line has to get off the ball a little bit better, get some penetration to stop that outside run.
From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Makes the catch. And he'll run out of bounds just short of the goal line. Wanted to get it in, but couldn't quite get home. And the Cardinals have it with a 1st and goal. Trying to pound it in. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? He's looking to throw. Quickly complete. He gets it in. Touchdown, Cardinals!
This tight end is such a weapon when you get down in this area of the field. Beautiful job on that touchdown catch.
And the extra point is good, but they still trail 31-21. If they're going to pull off this big rally, they'll need to get this one back. They line up for the onside kick. They're on it, and they get it back for another drive.
And there's still life in this team. Obviously, they're down here in the 4th quarter, but they're able to execute the onside kick. They retain possession, and now let's see what happens.
The offense set for a 1st down play. They'll start this drive with a pass. They're setting up the screen. the ball popped out. That's a way to mess up a drive. And they put it on the deck, but it gets out of bounds to avoid the turnover. And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. They're down to the 32-yard line on 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41. Negative play on 1st down. That's what a defense always wants. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. He's looking for an open man on 2nd down. Got it on the outside. It's McClain. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
And man coverage, when they get up in your face, they make things hard. You want to be able to attack the whole field and get them leaning one direction and then break outside like you did there. Nice out route connection. Nice chemistry between.
Throws toward the end zone. And he intercepts it. And the senior just snatched the ball out of the air and gave it back to his offense.
It doesn't get any better for your defense. You know exactly the situation in the 4th quarter. Everything in your favor. Don't let them make big plays. How about you make a big play? Nice job getting the interception. It's not icing on the cake yet, but it's getting pretty close.
And he'll be tackled, but there is a flag on the field. Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. From the gun. Grabbed in the middle. It's Johnson. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a 1st down. And now a fresh set of downs for this offense. Going up top on 1st down. Spits it out to the back. Pulls it in. It's gone. Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32.
You know what's interesting? At this point of the game, with the lead in the 4th quarter, the defense is expecting them to run the ball, and because they're putting so many guys close to the line of scrimmage, they're taking advantage throwing.
He'll take a shot. Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. 2nd down coming. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Here we go. On 2nd down, they'll take to the air. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
Well, things have gone pretty well so far, right? You got the lead, you're playing at home, it's late, and you just need a few more of these completions to ice the game. That time, couldn't come away with it. It's a nice play by the defender, knocking it down.
Got his man in the middle. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. They'd hoped to be able to pick up enough after the catch, but a good stop leaves them with a 4th and short.
Really good job by the defense being physical, understanding the situation in the game. The ball's going to come out quick. You know that. Go make the tackle, force the 4th down.
Good right down the boulevard. And now the lead is extended a little further. So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37. Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Touchdown, Cardinals. And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby.
And that's step one. Great job by this offense getting in the end zone. Now you got to go get the stop. You got to get the football back. You got to find a way to do something to create a turnover, get an onside, to get the football back, to get back in this football game.
Just over a minute and a half to play as they line up for the onside kick in what is likely their last gasp in this game. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. Guys, you want to be productive here and not go into a shell, but you've got to take care of the ball.
Yeah, and I think you say productive, Reese. Productive at this point in the game is running the clock and getting first.
Can anyone catch him? Touchdown, Panthers! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. They can now exhale just a little bit with that lead, and they are close to a victory here in the 8th week of the season.
And, you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
Trying to pound their way in. Into the end zone for the two-point conversion as they extend the lead. What a way to send a message. Huge play in the running game. One snap and you've got a touchdown on the board. They're just about ready to kick it away. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. Louisville has it back in the offense, coming out ready to attack. Line gets set, first down. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. Clock's running and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for second down. He's looking to throw. Unloads it left. It's complete. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. He's looking to throw it. Unloads to the wideout. And he's picked off again. His night vision hasn't been up to speed. His third interception. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
That should be the nail in the coffin. What a great break on the football. Getting the big turnover. You got the lead. Now just go out there, be smart on offense, and run that clock.
Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Second and long here, but objective number 1, keep that clock moving. He's looking to throw. It's caught. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down.
He came into this year with big expectations. Everybody expecting him to stat it up. And now with that last completion, he's already over 2,000 yards passing for the season.
He'll come out throwing on first down. And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
Well, I know that one fell incomplete, but what a day this guy's had throwing the football. Multiple touchdowns, and he's done a really nice job with his decision-making. Hasn't thrown any picks, which has really helped keep this offense on schedule.
And back to the air on second down. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On third down, going up top. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're third and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage, so everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
On fourth down, they'll pass for it. He hurls one deep down the left side. Incomplete on fourth down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive. The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. I know the situation looks bleak, but have we nothing if we don't have hope, David?
Amen. I mean, to keep hope alive, pitch this pill around, use every second you got, make this game calmer as close as you possibly can.
Crazier things have happened in college football, man. Let's just go find out. Let's find out where the playmakers are lined up and see if they can make something positive happen.
He wants to throw here on second down. Pressure coming. Trying to make magic with his feet. Good little pickup there as he saw some daylight and got what he could. The Cardinals headed quickly to the line. He spikes it, clock stops as they try to rally late.
It's now 4th down.
After this, it'll be a wrap. On 4th down, looking to pass. Finds his man enough for the first. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks.